I just signed over all my worldly possessions to Leonid and Friends.
Did you?
Yeah.
You can't take them off your phone.
I gave them full power of attorney. Putin taking over America. And actually, it prevented me from talking to my friend Dr. Most before we get on the air. We normally just say hi and talk for a bit. Dr. Most probably thinks I'm mad at him because he's going to ruin Thanksgiving again. And no, I think this is a treasured American tradition where you come on as a medical professional with actual facts, and Dr. Most ruins Thanksgiving. I'm surprised we haven't syndicated this yet.
Well, that song has won so many awards. We really don't want to get, all the awards for different
That's
things.
true. No, you're not wrong.
We share the awards.
You're not wrong at all. Yeah. All right, so the basis of this is you're going to tell us the kind of damage we do in one day in gluttonous, fat-ass America and give us actually some common sense on how we could approach the day. Now, if we reach just one person through this, and by the way, it won't be me, if we reach just one person through this and save just one life, I feel you've done your job.
Well, Stephen, I wish it was one day. We're talking about one portion of one day. We're talking about a few hours of one day.
All right, how many calories do we normally consume on a day? Like if you're behaving, what's a grown man eating?
About 2,000 calories.
2,000 calories a day. Grown woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 16, 17, 1,800, right around there.
Okay, so that's if you're healthy. On Thursday, on Thanksgiving Day, what is your over-under estimate for a grown man?
About 4,000.
Wow. That's the full day. That's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all the things.
That's 2 days. That's 2 days load in one day.
What if you don't eat the day before?
Well, yeah, we call that intermittent fasting, and we do it. You can do it by a week, so you could stop eating today, and then you'd be fine for Thursday. But it's probably not the safest or healthiest thing.
Well, you know what we do, though? We talk about how you can't catch up on sleep. People go, I'm not going to sleep all week, but I'll sleep on the weekend and catch up, and your body doesn't do that. Right. Does your metabolism do that? Where if you... Because I feel like the longer we've talked about intermittent fasting, the more contradictory data we've gotten about it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, think about a meal like this. If anything, it's going to make you more sluggish, right? How many people have eaten, the Thanksgiving meal? The next thing they want to do, they just want to go sit on the couch, and then, the digestion is taking all the energy trying to move that food through your stomach right then.
Right.
But intermittent fasting certainly has been shown to work, and it actually goes back to, go back as far as you want, caveman time where we didn't have stores. And, they did eat appropriately. They didn't have ways to put food in refrigeration and save food. So they ate, and then they fasted, and then they ate. So it certainly has been shown to work. It's just you just kind of have to get used to it.
Well, I've said for a long time, the best way to take care of the weight problem in this country is to force us to go back to where we have to hunt for our food. And if Jewel would open up a section where it was a wild game preserve, and you would have to hunt for your food, and that was the only way you could get food, you'd be much thinner.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah.
All right, so for Thanksgiving Day, you're actually advocating math. Does this get in the way of getting success out of this program?
Well, you know what? I think the math portion of it is the awareness portion.
Okay.
And really, it's, take something as simple as green beans. Everyone's like, oh, green beans are so healthy. They're high in vitamin C, they're high in fiber, they're high in iron. And yeah, they are, as long as you're eating green beans. But once you put in, a fat-laden, sodium-loaded can of soup and then put fried onions on top of them, that's a new story. That changes everything.
But it's only one time a year you're eating those beans.
Absolutely. And Jane, I say that all the time. I don't want to ruin the day for everybody, and it is just one time. But if you think about it just a little bit, in some of those favorites, you do portion control, you still get the taste of it, but you don't get the huge caloric intake.
60 to 97 grams of fat per day would be expected normally for a grown man?
Yeah.
All right. Are we doubling that as well for Thanksgiving if we eat like we think we're going to eat?
Really close. I mean, you can get really close to 200 grams of fat depending on what you eat. And, if you read the notes that I send you, that's just a normal meal.
Mm-hmm.
That is not going back for seconds. That is not. I mean, in appetizers, I barely have you touch an appetizer. And how many people just have one piece of pie?
All right, well, let's start.
Well, because typically there's like 4 or 5 different types of pie, and you're like, well, I'd like to try it all.
Yeah, well, and also you've got an aunt who made it, and you don't want to insult them.
Exactly.
And, all right, so let's start with something simple like pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
One pig in a blanket is really all you're giving us for an appetizer, right?
Well, I put 2. I put 2 down there, but that's 20 grams of fat and 150 calories.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait, and the little smokies that you roll up?
Yep.
Wow.
And that doesn't account for the sodium in that bad boy.
No, not at all. And how many can you eat? Just 2?
No, you can't. You eat 10.
All right, let me switch it up. What about meatballs and barbecue sauce?
Well, they have a lot of calories as well, and it's more in the sauce. Barbecue sauce, people have to understand how much sugar is in that. So, that's 300 calories and 13 grams of fat.
For 2 meatballs.
Yeah.
That's right there, your whole dinner.
People have 2 meatballs just walking by after they serve the meatballs to the other people, and then they have 2 more. All right, and if you're drinking beer or a glass of wine, what are we talking about there?
Well, you can go beer as low as 100 calories, but a lot of beers and craft beers now are north of 200 calories.
Yes.
And you start drinking beer on Thanksgiving early because you're drinking it while you're cooking and setting up. And maybe
compensating for your family.
That's right.
And then, you do the cheese ball with the nuts, maybe add a cracker. That's healthy, right?
Yeah, that's, of all of them, it's the best. It's 125 calories and 11 grams of fat, and who knows, the cracker may have some fiber in it, so you might get a little bit there. But here you are, you've just gone through just appetizers alone.
Yeah.
And let's say you have 2 beers. You're at 1,000 calories already.
You're halfway to the day.
Correct.
That's fantastic. It's not Adam Sandler ruins Thanksgiving. It's Dr. Most ruins Thanksgiving.
You should put all these notes into a song.
Dr. Most, Senior Vice President, Medical Affairs, Chief Medical Officer, Northwestern Medicine, Central DuPage Hospital. And good morning to all the great people at Central DuPage Hospital that work with and for Dr. Most. It's just one of the great hospitals in the country. And, Doc, I've said it many times, and you've not adopted this as a business slogan, but I said if you're going to have a grabber, do it in the parking lot at CDH.
Yeah, we floated that by the marketing department, and they were a little hesitant to run with that one right now.
Probably not great. All right, so the best way to lay out dinner and how to eat a healthy dinner is what? Can I go through the items I'm looking at in your notes, and you can just tell us? Because I think what you've done here is you've pointed out you can have a really filling, variety-filled dinner and enjoy it and not put yourself in the hospital.
Absolutely. It's portion control and it's preparation control. Those are the 2 big things that you can still have a great Thanksgiving. But go ahead. We'll go through the list, and at least we'll kind of try to make sense where we can.
All right, Jane, I'm going to give you a slab of turkey. Turkey with gravy. 8 ounces of turkey with the skin on. How much?
You're asking me?
No, I'm asking Doc Most, calorie-wise.
440 calories.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Just 8 ounces?
That's
That's all you need.
But that means it's the gravy and the skin that are killing you.
8 ounces is a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the gravy and the skin. If you take the skin off, everyone thinks that turkey breast, chicken breast is very, it's good. It's great, high protein, and it's good. It's the skin and it's the gravy that gets you. So if you're going to have the turkey, put a little bit of gravy on it, but enjoy the taste of the turkey, but take that skin off. It's loaded with fat.
All right, so we're at about 1,215 calories. Tom, keep a running total on this with your calculator. This is where you're going to get a fist fight from some people. Stuffing. People love the stuffing. Stuffing with 1 cup of stuffing with a little bit of gravy. How many calories are we dealing with there?
400 calories, 18 grams of fat. And again, the vast majority comes from the gravy, although a lot of people put a lot of butter into their stuffing as well. And a lot of the stuffing is loaded with sodium. So you think about it, okay, it's healthy. It's all it is breadcrumbs and celery. No, but there's onions in there, there's oil in there, there's butter in there. So certainly that one is one. If you use more chicken broth than you do butter to make it, then it's going to be much more healthy.
Yeah, and we're...
But a cup of stuffing is a lot.
It is?
Yeah, I feel like you usually look at a measuring cup, you fill that with stuffing, you just need maybe a half a cup.
Is a cup 8 ounces?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Jane. And I think when you look at all of these, they're not obscene volumes that I put in here, but if you really just cut back a little bit, you still get the taste. You still get to try Grandma's stuffing or Grandma's whatever, Aunt Sally's, but at least just do it in moderation and you'll be much better.
Green bean casserole, 350 calories, 17 grams of fat. Not a problem for me because I'm not eating it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's one that people put on their plate and then they leave it on their plate, until it goes to the dishwasher. So, a lot of people do love it, but certainly once you put that sodium-based, cream of mushroom soup or whatever cream of soup you're going to put with that, and then put those fried onions on top of it, you really just kind of add it up quickly.
That cup of soup thing sort of makes it congeal so you can slide it around like a hockey puck and make it look like you're eating it.
No, that's when you go back for seconds because it's so delicious.
Do you?
Because of the sodium.
I'm going to go ahead and give you mine.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes with gravy. This got to be a killer.
Well, it is, and it's a killer because people will put butter and gravy on mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick's point is duh.
Right. So really, what I tell people about mashed potatoes is put horseradish in it. Doesn't add a lot of calories, gives you a lot of flavor in those mashed potatoes, and then you don't have to put the gravy and the butter, which is where you're getting all your calories from.
Yeah, but it's so good with the butter and the gravy. You can even add a little bit of sour cream in there to give it some.
Yep.
The thing you need to know, though, the USDA has made this a law. Only 3 horses can be killed to make horseradish. So I don't know if you know that or not. Sweet potatoes, brown sugar, marshmallows, the whole deal. This is is this the big kahuna?
This is the big kahuna. And you know what? Sweet potatoes overall are very good, high in fiber, higher in vitamins. So people who have a baked sweet potato, just a normal baked sweet potato, again, most people do add butter to that, but that's a very healthy food. But once we put the brown sugar and the marshmallows, we're talking 610 calories and 9 grams of fat.
Yeah, I'm not having sweet potatoes either. Cranberry sauce?
Cranberry sauce is actually pretty healthy, and not many people are going to eat.
I'm sorry, I just opened a can of cranberry sauce.
Yeah. I mean, there's no fat in there. That's one good thing. They do put some sugar in there. They do put some salt preservatives in there, unless you're making it fresh. But a couple hundred calories, so really not bad.
I thought we needed 3 cans. And then, Jane, a biscuit with butter. You'd like a biscuit, wouldn't you?
Well, I went down the list. I'm crossing off the things I won't eat. Biscuit with butter, yes, I will have that. For sure, I might have 2.
And each biscuit is only 4 calories. Is that right?
I wish it were. The biscuits that we make at the holidays, or those croissant biscuits or whatever, those, they have a couple hundred calories, and again, we're putting butter on them, and that's where you're going to get it. But
wow, so if you have 3,
we really do have biscuits often.
If you have 3 biscuits, it's like pulling 3 Reese's peanut butter cups out of the vending machine at work and eating all 6 of them. Right. Pecan pie or pumpkin pie. I'm not having either one of those.
Me neither.
Yeah, 400 calories there. That's
per slice?
That's a decent sized slice.
Oh, wow.
So, but those are the ones you can cut them in half. Split a piece with your significant other. Just have a small piece of it, because really that's towards the end of your meal, and you're north of 3,500 calories at that time.
No, because you want to have another glass of wine,
which is 200 calories, or your beer is 200 calories. That's how you get to 4,000 calories and 176 grams of fat. That's why plumbers hate Friday, and that's what happens to your digestive tract. The tryptophan in the turkey that makes you go to sleep, it's your body protecting itself, going, I can't believe you did this to me.
Yeah, it is. It's like, and that's one thing I would say to people is, I don't know what the weather's going to be like on Thursday, but after the meal, get outside, go for a walk, help your digestion a little bit.
I love this idea. What if you wake up early and do a 5-mile turkey trot?
Which is what Jane will be doing in Buffalo, New York.
That's right. That's going to help with your intake later, yeah?
Oh, it absolutely does. You're going to burn a lot of calories there, and it's like you were saying, you're missing some of that prep time. You're letting some of the other people do the prep time where they're already starting to drink and eat. You're out doing this run that's healthy for you. So certainly a great idea for all the people doing the turkey trot.
Tom has a question.
Yeah, so what if I replace a few of these with about 2 to 3 beers so that by the time I would normally get to the sweet potatoes or biscuits, I'm already passed out drunk on the couch?
Well, there's that.
Yeah, that's called selective timing, and certainly you can work that out. I would work it out appropriately, though, because you go face down in the mashed potatoes, you may not be invited back the next year.
Well, but see, that brings up another point. Has it ever been medically quantified how many calories you burn worrying about who's going to say the inappropriate thing at the dinner table?
Yeah, I guess we haven't. We didn't do the offset there. That's a good point.
I say we just forget the exercise, enjoy the dinner, and just buy Ozempic afterwards.
That's America rationalizing right there.
That is it right there.
There's a product in your grocery store that a listener just texted us, Knorr, Knorr. They make these meals in a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have roasted turkey, flavored gravy mix, and other, quote, natural flavors from Knorr. And, we've done a quick deal on this Knorr stuff. It's not bad. But that in itself is less calories and quick and less mess. So everybody gets one bag of Knorr.
Their broccoli cheddar rice is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, Doc, you've done it again. You've shown us how 4,000 calories and 176 grams of fat is unnecessary. And even if you just peel 1,000 off the top, off the list that we will post along with the podcast of this conversation, you will just take 1,000 calories off the top. You're going to feel like $1 million on Friday, while the rest of your fat ass family isn't.
That's right. Then you can. Tis the season to start eating 1,000 calorie or less meals every day.
Yep.
Because we're going to do it every weekend.
Every weekend.
Well, because think about it. This is the kickoff.
Yeah, this is it.
This is the start.
This is it. You know, the average American between Thanksgiving and Christmas, Doc, you brought this up last year, between Thanksgiving and New Year's, I should say, gains 84 pounds. So you got to be very careful.
It might have been 8.4, but you can go with 84.
Wow, 8.4 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's?
I gained 8.4 pounds driving by a drive-thru. Doc, thank you, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for our friendship, and what a good dude you have always been, but you're a tremendous doctor, and you got a tremendous staff there, and you are the absolute best in imparting health information to the rest of us, making it simple, easy to understand. And even though you ruin Thanksgiving every year, we still love you, and thanks for doing this.
Hey, well, I hope everybody, you guys, all those listeners, have a great Thanksgiving and enjoy it. You know, it's your time around the family to share thanks, and appreciate everything you guys do.
All right, buddy. Be well. Travel
Thanks, Dr.
safely.
Most.
Say hi to Patty. See you later.
Bye.